For all the Jural Assemblies Part 22 Overcoming Indoctrination by Anna von Reitz. There is a force of indoctrination, which feels like a force of gravity, telling us that we don't have to do anything. Obviously, we can all just sit on our rumps and be served all the government services we could ever ask for, and more than we'd wish for or imagine in most cases. That's what those who are in the business of providing all those government services want us to do, just keep ordering up more and more government services, more programs for the indigent, more welfare, more medical services, more entitlements, more police, more military actions, more spy programs, more. That's how they make their money, and for the sake of their profits, no thought of self-governance can be allowed to enter your heads. Just be lazy, Joe. Go back to sleep. Leave it all to us, whoever we are. It will all be fine as long as you pay your taxes. And we must admit, doing nothing is so seductive. It's so easy. Just drift along and let the servants be your masters. Don't check the price tag. Don't think too much. Many of the state Jural Assemblies are aghast. Their members and leaders are saying, "What? We are supposed to know and do all this? Why isn't this being taken care of for us? We are supposed to run our own state courts? Have our own state legislature meeting regularly?" Yes. This is what self-governance means. This is the way the American government is supposed to work. Many people got involved in this thinking that this would be a way to register their discontent with the government services providers, which it is, but they weren't counting on the prospect of having to provide a parallel system of self-governance to operate the land and soil jurisdiction of this country. They somehow thought that if they complained enough, someone else would step forward and do it all for them, but nobody can. There's a good deal of confusion about that reality also. The land and soil jurisdiction of this country are yours. They belong to you. Your state belongs to you. Your federal state of state, waiting for reconstruction since 1868, belongs to you. And nobody else can operate them or reconstruct them for you. Nobody in the world. It's like that moment when a pregnant woman realizes, this is it, and there is nobody else in the world who can give birth to that child. Or the old hymn, you gotta walk that lonesome valley, you gotta walk it by yourself. No, nobody else can walk it for you, you gotta walk it by yourself. Nobody can do it for you. Even if they wanted to, they can't. It's up to Americans who claim their birthright political status, organized as lawful state Jural Assemblies, to enforce the public and organic law of this country, including the constitutions. It's up to us to provide ourselves with our own state and county courts to serve the people, that is, those who are operating in their birthright capacity and occupying the land and soil jurisdiction of this country. It's up to us to convene our own state legislatures on a regular basis. It's up to us to choose deputies to send to our own Continental Congress and take care of land and soil jurisdiction business that has been hanging fire for decades. And no, nobody can do it for us. But how, people wonder? We don't have a fat budget to provide these services for ourselves. All our money is going to foreign service providers so they can provide services to all the persons. We don't know how to run a court for people. We don't know how. We do it the same way our forefathers did. We hike up our skirts. We educate ourselves. We act and operate upon principles of good faith and goodwill. We volunteer. We get organized. We do our duty. We uphold the public and organic law. We seize hold of the rights and freedoms that the people, notice that word, people, not persons, of this country are heir to. In order to accomplish this for ourselves and our children and for the good of the entire world, we have to do the work. We have to revive the public and organic law. We have to declare our birthright political status. At least some of us have to undertake the sacrifices and duties of state citizens. Please hit subscribe, like, share, embed, and get ready for many more Anna von Reitz videos.